Alright, today I'm going to show you how to do these metal balusters for your handrails. Alright, so here they are in the beginning stages. And I'm going to get things going and then paint them first. And let's catch you up to how I got to this point so far. Alright, so it's a 2x4 on the tops and bottoms, and then a 2x2 that goes on top of that. And I've got these blocks from a 4x4 post to give me a spacer to raise it up off the bottom, and the top handrail is sitting at 36 inches, which is good for code in most areas. Anywhere between 36 and 42 is common. So now I'm going to get some measurements for my 2x4s and get these cut. Alright, so now I'm going to pre-drill some holes and get this screwed on. And once you get it to this point, you could paint it. I'm going to put it on first and then paint later. So I cut a block at 3 3/4 of an inch. And that's going to give me spacers to get some marks going for where the balusters are going to go. And so I'll just put a mark and then mark on the next end of it and keep that going all the way across. And that'll give me a 3 1/4 space between each one. If you notice that I'm doing a voiceover, that's because the road was louder than I thought it was going to be. So here we are. Alright, now I'm going to put a hole on all of my marks. And that'll help me not lose my marks after I paint. And then these are going to get screwed on. They're available at Lowe's. They are Decorators brand. And for now I'm just going to put one on both of the ends so that I can get things built up all the way and then paint it without having to paint around every single baluster. Now I'm going to put a baluster on each end, like I did on the right there, so that I can just get everything in place and paint it all together. And then I'll go back and put the balusters on the rest of it after that. Another option would be to just paint 2x4s before doing this part, but either way, in the end it'll be done. Alright, so we're all painted up. Yay for painting. And yeah, as you can see, I only had to put tape around the 2 balusters on each area. Now when I was getting the 2x4s for the handrail here, what I like to do is just hold it in place and have one that's longer than each post. And then I mark it with a pencil. Again, having it where it's 36 inches from the top of each step on the edge. This little piece here you can use for doing the handrails going up the stairs. It has that little part you turn with a screwdriver to put an angle on it. Lowe's was sold out of those at this time, and so I'm going to show you the other option and drill some holes into it. So I've got my spacer here and started out with a mark on the bottom there, and want to have it where it's going to have that same space, which is going to be about 4 3/4 from mark to mark. And then I also took a level from the bottom to the top to get it nice and plumb, and then made the same mark and cut a new block to that right length that is going to keep the spacing same in between them at 3 1/4 inches. So now that I've got all of my marks there, and I took a piece of the 2x2 from cutting the handrail, and it has the angle on it already. And so if I put this on top there, that's going to show me what plumb looks like. And that'll help just guide my drill bit nice and straight as I hold it against it, just to help me get an idea. And there we go. So a little tip and trick that makes it a little easier. Got all my holes drilled. On the bottom, and now to do the top, same way. Went ahead and took it off to do it, made it a little easier. Now an important thing that's going to make it easier is to make sure that your handrail at the bottom is exactly the same as the top, so that you can cut each baluster to the same exact height. If you have a difference, it's going to gradually change, which can just be a little bit annoying. And again, when I was measuring for these stairs, I just had it at 36 inches from the edge of the step on the front. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and set these all in place. Got them in nice and tight. And then I'm going to put the top in and just kind of work it in from the bottom to the top, one at a time. Can be a little tricky, but just kind of work it nice and slow from one end to the other. And it could be a good idea to put some caulk in the bottom ones particularly. Make sure no water gets in there. Now for the horizontal handrails up at the top here, I'm going to finish off with these little plastic pieces. And I've got my holes so I didn't lose my mark when I painted. And I just got to screw all these in. Same thing for the top. And just like we did on the stairs, we're going to get them all in place and put the top back on from one side to the other. Don't you love that paint on my arm looking like a real painter? I hate painting, by the way. Don't forget to check out my channel for other videos about different styles of handrails, different deck to-dos and pergolas and patios and all kinds of other cool things. If this video has been helpful for you, go ahead and hit that like button and maybe subscribe and be ready for more videos that I'm going to try to keep getting out there. Hope you like the music that is going on with this video as well. The music that you hear on my channel is all original music that I recorded myself. And I also have a second channel with me and my wife doing music and worship songs and some original fun jams. And I will add a link for that in the description. All right, now we got it all drilled back in. Just got to do the same thing in all the rest of them, and then boom, there we go. We got some good looking handrails. It really does give it a more modern, classy look. Got the caulk in here at the bottom, and it really is a nice look. Great option if you want to do it, and not too hard. Saves yourself some painting, not having to paint all the spindles or the balusters. And that's how I do it, and that's how you can do it. Hope this video helps, and be blessed.